Good morning. Hello, friends. How are you? Hello, friends. How are you? Hello, friends. How are you? How are you today? I hope you're ready for our weekly virtual story time. I'm Miss Laura with Bartlesville Public Library, and we're going to start with a story about a little dog who's looking for a family, but he wants just the right family. Here we go. This was written and illustrated by Alexandra Thompson, and it's called A Family for Louie. There he is. A Family for Louie. Louie considered himself a dog of very fine taste. He knew every chef in town. Each day, Louis explored the city, and along the way, he stopped by his favorite restaurants for a meal, like a tall stack of raspberry pancakes with bacon for breakfast, spicy fish tacos with salsa and guacamole for lunch, and a plate piled high with fettuccine and meatballs for dinner. He always had room for dessert. Louis ended each day with a bath, a good book, and a hot cup of cocoa. It was perfect. Not one thing was missing from Louis's life. He had everything he needed. Well, maybe there was one thing missing. It might be nice to have a family, thought Louis, but he wasn't sure where to begin. The next day, Louis saw a family at the beach having a picnic. He thought he might ask to join them. But when Louis approached, they were eating green jello salad and sardine sandwiches. Oh no, Louis's least favorite foods. He couldn't possibly be a part of this family. At his favorite sushi restaurant, Louis found a family with an open seat at their table. But when he tried to sit down, the seat wasn't empty at all. No, that wasn't the right family for Louis either. At the park, Louis met a family having a barbecue. Yum, Louis loved barbecue. After lunch, the family invited him to play frisbee. But Louis just couldn't keep up. It seemed like he would never find the right family. Feeling blue, Louis wandered down the street where he came across a brand new bakery. There he spotted a girl that he'd never seen before. "Hi there," said the girl. "My name is Bee. Would you like to try a cupcake?" Suddenly, Louis felt a little shy. But it wasn't long before they became fast friends. When Bee introduced him to her mother, Louis tried to look as well behaved and as handsome as possible. "Can he come home with us? Please, please, please." Louis tried not to get his hopes up. After what seemed like forever, Mom agreed. That night, Louie got a warm bubble bath and a home-cooked meal with his new family. And it was perfect. Yay for Louie! That was good. All right. Let's sing a song. Let's start with our ABCs. You want to sing our ABCs? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? I hope you sang with me that time. Miss Rebecca has prepared our weekly Take and Make craft if you'd like to come in and get one. It's a winter scene diorama. Diorama or diorama, that's kind of a big word, and it just means it's like a picture, but with things, right? It's a little winter scene, and then there's a snowman, and I can't remember what all there is, but our take-home weekly crafts, Take and Make crafts, have directions and everything you need to make the craft inside the bag. You can pick one of those up at the youth services desk. So if I were to ask you this question, what color is the sky? What would you say? A lot of people would probably say, well, the sky is blue. But is it always blue? Let's read this book by Audrey Wood called Blue Sky. In this picture, the sky is blue. I think the sky is blue outside right now in Bartlesville. But is it always blue? Like this? Blue sky. Ooh. Cloud sky. When there are lots of clouds in the sky, it's blue and white. How about rainy sky? The sky is kind of gray, isn't it, when it rains? Storm sky. It can be very dark gray or black with bright white lights of lightning. Not blue for sure. And then we get a rainbow sky. It's all different colors. Ooh, how about a sunny sky? That's yellow, isn't it? And a sunset sky. A sunset sky can be orange or purple or pink or blue. A dark sky. Black nighttime sky. How about a starry sky? Very, very dark blue with white twinkles. The moon sky, that looks purple, doesn't it? Wish sky. He sees a falling star, and some people make wishes on a falling star, don't they? Sleep sky. Dream sky. And in the morning, a new sky, blue sky. The end. Let's go back to the starry sky. and sing, twinkle, twinkle, thousands of stars, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like little diamonds in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, thousands of stars, how I wonder what you are. The end. All right, something else I want to tell you. This is all on our website and social media. On Saturday, February 5th at 2 o'clock, we have a local author named Lori Roll who is going to come and read her very nice book to us called Turtle Dreams. And she will have books available for purchase and autographs probably. And then we're also going to make a turtle craft. So that's Saturday, February 5th at 2 o'clock. All kids and their families are welcome. No obligation to buy, by the way. Okay, my last story is written by Katie Van Camp and illustrated by Lincoln Agnew. It's all about Harry and Horsey. Harry really likes space and planets and rockets and stuff. And his little friend Horsey all right, I don't know if you can tell, but this shape right here, that's called a silhouette. And that is the shape of Harry fast asleep inside his bedroom in his apartment in the city. Fast asleep. It was way past bedtime, but Harry wasn't tired. Neither was Horsey. The moon was keeping them awake. It was shining on the shelf where Harry's brand new super duper bubble blooper had been put away for the night. I want a super duper bubble blooper. Come on, Harry whispered. Wherever Harry went, Horsey went too. So they crept across the room. Harry knew exactly how to get his bubble blooper down, and of course, Horsey helped him. Bloop, 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 bloop. Soon bubbles of all shapes and sizes filled Harry's room. They bounced off the ceiling and bumped into the walls. Bloop, 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 bloop. Then a bubble picked up Harry's train and bloop, floated it right out the window. Harry laughed as he chased the bubbles. More of them scooped up his cars and his planes and his shoes. Bloop went the books and bloop went the whirligigs. And then all of a sudden, a giant bubble blooped and swept up Horsey. And it carried him up and away. Oh no. There was no time to lose. Harry put on his helmet and grabbed his goggles. Then he jumped aboard his rocket ship and took off to find his friend. Harry blasted past Venus and did a loop around Mars. Venus and Mars are some of the planets. But there was no sign of Horsey. Harry didn't find Horsey on Saturn either. But he did find his cars. They were racing around Saturn's rings. They were tearing toward the finish line. Go Red! Harry cheered. And then he took off for the Milky Way. When he arrived, he saw something moving among the stars. But it wasn't Horsey. It was Kitty. She was having a lovely time in space with milk drops on her whiskers and stardust on her face. Have you seen Horsey? Harry asked. Kitty shook her head and mew. Harry was really starting to worry. He missed Horsey. Then in the distance, Harry saw something on the edge of the crescent moon. He looked closer. Could it be? Horsey! There's Horsey! Hold on, I'm coming. Fast, super fast, way too fast. Harry steered clear of a comet and swooped around a satellite. When at last he arrived, Harry jumped onto the moon and slid down to rescue his friend. Harry was very happy to see Horsey, and Horsey was very happy to see Harry too. Let's head home now, Harry said, hugging Horsey tight. Next time we go on an adventure, let's go together, okay? Horsey liked that idea, because wherever Harry went, Horsey went too. The end. That was nice. Let's sing a song. Show me your fingers. Most of us have 10 fingers, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's curl all of our fingers up and put our hands behind our back. Where is Thumbkin? Where is Thumbkin? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Tall Man? Where is Tall Man? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Ring Man? Where is Ring Man? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pinky? Where is Pinky? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. All right. Let's play a game of patty cake before we go. Wanna? Ready? Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake just as fast as you can. Roll it up, pat it. Mark it with a B. That was backwards. Mark it with a B. Whatever. Let's start over. Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it up, pat it, mark it with a B, and put it in the oven for baby and me. All right. We will see you next Monday right here at this time and this place for weekly virtual story time. Thanks, everybody.